What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic, bringing you our Week 11 battle for the BBR. I believe, have clinched playoffs. I can't say that for sure, but I'm like 99% sure we've clinched playoffs, okay? But we're in for an amazing game. But actually, no, I can say it. We have clinched playoffs, guaranteed. We are in playoffs 100%, and there's only one thing left on our to-do list, and that is going to be to make sure that we have the kill leader on our team. Currently sitting at 14 kills is Tapu Fini and Urshifu Rapid Strike, but sitting at 13 kills is Metagross. Insane. Metagross is sitting at 13 kills, which is crazy to me, and because of that, I want to get Metagross to be the kill leader. But we actually, you know what? No, I'll save it to the end of the video, so you guys don't have to stick around to the very end of the video to find out what I was going to talk about right now. If I don't mention it, then it'll be in the comments down below. But yeah, let's just go ahead and jump into it. We are playing against the Milwaukee Sawsbucks and their coach, Battler X, Steve, aka Magnitude, the creator of the format. Unfortunately, Steve, his family has gotten pretty sick, and he's not able to play. I wish you and your family the best, Steve. Health, happiness, all that. Just fingers crossed. Good luck to you and everyone, if by chance you see this, but good luck, my man. Anyways, we are playing against one of Steve's friends, I believe, or maybe a member of his front office. The guy's name is Decker623, so shout out to him for taking over pretty quickly. I appreciate that, so we can get this game done. But this is going to be an interesting game nonetheless. Now, if you guys remember the very beginning of the season, I really want to pair that Urshifu single strike with the DRACOVISH, and I was so close. Steve took Darmanitan Galar, or Galarian Darmanitan, however you want to pronounce it, and DRACOVISH was like 2 picks away from getting to me, and if I got it, I would have been so happy. Unfortunately, it fell to Steve, but Steve is having a bit of a rough season. I believe he's like 3-7, something like that, 4-6, something along those lines, and I'm surprised, but he's got some really bad luck, and his team is very scary though. So even though he is 4-6, the team is scary. I don't know how good this Decker guy is. I don't know how he plays, but it could be very tough for me to beat. So we'll see how it goes. Regardless, let's go ahead and jump into it. Looking at the matchup, Darmanitan and DRACOVISH, 2 very scary mons. I do have a way to kind of check the Darmanitan. I'm running out of ways to check the DRACOVISH. It's a very scary mon for me to deal with. I'm just going to have to outspeed it, hopefully get a burn on it with the Moltres maybe, and maybe I go for Kragnol's Freeze Dry. That's kind of my options. Other than that, Ribombee for webs, Roserade to take advantage or take hits from the fighting types, from the water types, from the fairy, and what else is there? I'm trying to think. Grass types? Yeah, grass types kind of bother these two as well. That's basically it. Other than that, Zoroark is kind of the low-key biggest threat, and the reason for that is because he can disguise it as Darmanitan or as DRACOVISH, and that's terrifying. I really won't know exactly what to do. So we gotta play it. We gotta play by ear, figure out what's best for us to go with, and we'll see what happens. But Zoroark could definitely be a big threat. Him on top is low-key kind of problematic. Claydol is annoying, but not too problematic at all. And the last 3 are like meh. Torcat is actually faster than I expected, so could definitely come. Could be kind of scary, but at the end of the day, I think our team is still very good. Let's go ahead and jump into it though. Our first mon is going to be, of course, the Metagross. I told you guys we want this thing to be #1 in the kills this entire season. And I'm just going to say it right now, Metagross to the moon, baby. Let's get Metagross to the moon. If you guys have been familiar with what's going on with the stock market over the past few days, I'm sure you guys have seen stuff on Twitter, on Reddit, on Discord, on whatever about this stuff. It's going crazy. I'm recording this on Friday the 29th, and that's kind of when all this stuff is going nuts. But yeah, Metagross to the moon. But this thing is going to be crazy for us. We are running wow, what is wrong with me? Body Press, Cosmic Power, Rest, and Sleep Talk. What the hell? Well, look at my opponent's team. He doesn't have a ghost type. He doesn't have an immunity to fighting. He has 3 resists. He has Ribombee, which 4 times resists. He has the Roserade, which 2 times resists. And he has the Claydol, which 2 times resists. And the Claydol, if I can weaken it, which again has no recovery, then I'm in a good position. I have a Swampert, I have a Urshifu, I have a Thwackey, I have Raikou gets Scald and Shadow Ball. Metagross gets Ice Punch for the hell of it, so honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't come. Ribombee, if it comes, I expect it to be for webs. Webs are pretty scary against my team. The good news is Metagross has Clear Body, so I don't have to worry about that too much. I'm not really using it for the speed on anything specific anyway, so it's not too dangerous, but if I can weaken the Ribombee, then Metagross can go in. The problem is at +6, we're doing like half to it with Body Press, which is crazy. So ideally we continue to really power through it and really take advantage of it, and that's why I want to run Cosmic Power instead of something like Iron Defense. While Iron Defense gives that +2 boost right away, Cosmic Power will make so I can take those special hits from something like the Zoroark, from the Roserade, and from the Ribombee, which I normally wouldn't be able to take if I wasn't running Cosmic Power. Rest and Sleep Talk is kind of obvious, just want to make sure I get good rolls. Fingers crossed, see what we can do, but this set, in theory, just 6-0s his team. If I get this thing in on something like the Ribombee, he's kind of forced to switch out. I go for a Cosmic Power, and it's kind of GG-ish, depending. And the reason I'm saying that is because it depends on what he brings in and how offensive it is. So if he brings in, let's say, the DRACOVISH, and it's a Choice Scarf DRACOVISH, or it's a non-banded, let's say it's just non-boosting item DRACOVISH, then we'll be able to take whatever hits we need to take. Our Metagross investment is there, so that Scarf Adamant DRACOVISH, his Fish's Rend, can't 2 kill me at +1, and then at +2, he literally needs 3 max rolls to KO with leftovers. Like, that's the only way, and it has to be the maximum roll on all 3. Also at +1, we take 2 max special attack Claydol's Earth Powers, and our speed is there for no speed Claydol, just in case. That's basically it. Didn't really want to go too much in depth other than that, but really the only way the Roserade can touch me is with Leech Seed and Shadow Ball, and that's it. And Ribombee can't really touch me at all unless it's boosted with the Bug Buzz, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, that is going to be our main win con of the week, our Metagross. Metagross to the moon, let's do it. Next up is MattOshea, the Urshifu. Of course, Choice Scarf this week with Wicked Blow, Close Combat, U-Turn, and Drain Punch. Again, we're relying on 2 fighting moves because he has 3 resists, and they kind of get destroyed by Urshifu. Like, Ribombee isn't a resist. It's not. Let's be blunt about it. Maybe to fighting, but not to Wicked Blow. It's going to do so much damage. We do have speed on the set, enough for the DRACOVISH, the Galarian Darmanitan. Oh my god, I've been recording my games late at night. I'm super exhausted, especially after work lately, but our Urshifu here is for Galarian Darmanitan. We also do outspeed the DRACOVISH. We outspeed literally everything unless it is Scarf. That's good for us to know as well. We outspeed the Zoroark, which is fantastic. If I manage to go for a U-turn or something, and the Zoroark comes in, we hit it for super effective damage as well, which is great. The biggest check to this thing is the Hitmontop. That's the biggest check, so we gotta be careful dealing with that thing. And the good news is we will always outspeed Galarian Darmanitan, and we definitely need to take advantage of that because that thing is such a huge threat. And if I can do 85% to it, then I'm golden. I'm happy. Like, that's great. We do such a huge amount of damage to it, and then we wear it down with other things. So that is the play here. Urshifu could be our backup win con. It also is a really good pivot to get into the Metagross, so we'll see what happens, because if he decides to go into the Ribombee to resist our Dark and Fighting stabs, U-turn into Metagross, boom, try and go for game. Our next mon is going to be our DRACOVISH answer, and that is going to be King Julian the Thwacky. This is our DRACOVISH answer. Honestly, if I was running Iron Defense specifically, and I wasn't trying to go for game with Metagross with the Rest Talk set, then Metagross would be my DRACOVISH answer with the Iron Defense, but instead we have Thwacky here with the Violet. We're super defensive. 70 HP and 70 defense is not all that, but with the Violet, it really becomes pretty impressive. With our investment, we actually take a, well, with this specific investment here, it's not what this is for, but we do take 2 Scarf DRACOVISH's Fish's Rends. We do have Leech Seed and Protect to recover back some HP, and if we go for Grassy Glide, then Fish's Rend will count of going second, meaning it will only be 85 base power instead of 170. On top of that, we do also take a Jolly Darm's Scarf Icicle Crash. I'm just saying, just in case we need to take it, we can take it. We can go for a Grassy Glide twice. I'll take that, right? That's pretty good, just in case we can actually take that hit, and I'll take advantage of that. Didn't really need the speed on this for anything, so it is what it is. Leftovers are just put into the attack. I, again, really didn't go too crazy in the build after that, after the Metagross, basically, so this is it. This is our Thwacky. Getting Leech Seeds off against this team is really good. I do expect if the Roserade is going to come, then I pretty much have to U-turn out every single time, because I don't want the Roserade getting a free Sludge Bomb against my entire team. It is very scary, or Shadow Ball, rather, against the Metagross, so we gotta be careful, but Thwacky is here. It is just going to be putting in so much work, and we'll see what we can do with it. Our next mon is going to be Firewall the Moltres. Originally, I was looking at this and thinking, like, Defensive Moltres, oh my god, it's beautiful, and it's good, but because of the goddamn DRACOVISH, it makes things really tough. The Darmanitan, I actually cannot, no matter what I do, I can't take 2 Scarf Icicle Crashes, let alone banned. So it's just not a good sign that I can't take that hit. And ice is such a huge problem for my team to deal with. Look at my team. I haven't bring 1 resist, and it's my Metagross, and that's it. My team in reality doesn't have many ice resists, especially physical ice resists in general, so it's kind of scary to deal with. And because of that, I decided to say, I'm going to go super offensive. We're running the Flame Charge set this week with speed for Adamant's Galarian Darmanitan. It also has speed for Modest Roserade, and of course Jolly DRACOVISH. So we do have speed for those. If I get the +1 boost from Flame Charge, oh boy, we're going to be doing a lot of damage, because 125 special attack is so strong. Hopefully we can put in the work, because this is such a strong set. I'm really hoping that this Moltres can be the key to breaking his team down, especially breaking down the Ribombee, because if Ribombee is the biggest threat standing in the way of Metagross, and it's just weakened, then I'm in a great spot, because if it's at like full HP, then it can kind of try to set up on me a bit, because body press is only going to do a small chunk of damage because it's 4 times resisted. So we got to be careful. Nonetheless, still a very strong set. Really hoping that Moltres can carry us to a win. It does resist Ribombi's dual stab, and that is very important, even though it is not very bulky. We have the boots on it in case there are rocks up, which we do have to be careful of. I mean, looking at his team, there aren't many rockers. It's like the MattOshea and the Claydol, and that's pretty much it. But just in case, I kind of have to run it. I really don't want to take that 50% on entry. I would much rather be running something like the Charcoal or the Sky Plate or Sharp Beak. That's what it is. So that's it. But again, biggest thing is we just want to get to +1 speed and then just really start ripping things in half. If the DRACOVISH comes in, then it will still KO me with Fish's Rend if it's adamant. If it's Jolly, it's a roll. And Jolly Fish's Rend might be a thing, but I do have to be Jolly. So we should, in theory, be able to just do a shit ton of damage to it with Hurricane. If we connect, it's 70% accurate, but hey, fuck it, let's just go for it. We're going to risk it. Let's do it. Our next mon is going to be Jill the Swamper, and I literally have no special investment for this. I just said, you know what, fuck it. We're going to run this set here. Flip Turn, Stomping Tantrum for the terrain, and then Yawn and Protect. The reason I'm running this is because it allows me to have more openings for my Metagross. If I manage to put something to sleep, and then it switches out thinking, okay, I can't deal with it, I'm going to go to something else, then I have my Metagross to come in, set up on something like the Ribombi, something like the Darmanitan that's locked into Icicle Crash, and I'm in a good position there. So that's my thought process, so I can just set up, and then by the time that comes in, I don't have to worry, I can just rest off the damage and feel good about myself after the fact. Stomping Tantrum is there because it's really the best way I have to hit the DRACOVISH on this set, and I didn't want to just go for Flip Turn. I probably will end up going for Yawn Protect as my option, but it is what it is. With the recovery in leftovers and grassy terrain, we should be able to get back a good bit of health back, which is pretty useful. And then I'm just going physically defensive because the biggest, scariest mons on his team are physically offensive, being the Darmanitan, the DRACOVISH, the MattOshea, the Zoroark to an extent, and then him on top of the big ones. So that's pretty much it. And then finally, we have our Raikou Sabermetrics. No, I didn't go too much in depth on Swamper, guys. It was a very vague set. I just said, you know what, screw it, max defense, max HP. Really didn't need to go too in depth other than that. And then the next mon is the Raikou, like I said. Leftovers as another option with Protect again. That's another mon to Protect. That's the third one. The reason I'm running Protect on this because I just want to see what does the Darmanitan lock itself into. Is it going to be U-Turn? Is it going to be Icicle Crash? Is it going to be not Flame Charge, Fire Blast? Not even Fire Blast. Flare Blitz. Jesus, what is wrong with me? So that's kind of it. If I find out, okay, this locked into U-Turn, and it doesn't bring Claydol, and it's Scarfed, let's Volt Switch. Easy enough, right? We just kind of go from there. Discharge allows me to get Cheeky Paralysis, which is very nice against this team. Scald for a bit of extra chip. I was thinking about extra sensory for the Roserade, excuse me, but it just didn't seem worth it when I have a Moltres, when I have an Urshifu, when I have a Metagross. It just didn't seem like it was going to be worth my while, but we'll see. We do have speed on the set for the Manectric and for the Zoroark. Those are his fastest mons outside of the Ribombi, and that's pretty much it, guys. This is really all we have for the team this week. It's just still a fun team. The main goal is to get Metagross as many kills as possible and hopefully get a win so we can improve our playoff positioning. We are currently 3rd in the league, and I'm hoping that we can jump up maybe to 2nd. It's unlikely, it's probably impossible actually with 3 losses that we're going to be able to overtake Steve, unless we like 6-0 this week, 6-0 next week, and he loses 6-0 in all 3 weeks. So we'll see, but fingers crossed we get the win. I do want another one. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Week number 11 of the BBR. Let's do it. Ah, fuck. Alright everyone, we are back. So looking at the team he brought, there is no Galarian Darmanitan. What the hell? I don't get it, but I kind of do get it. But it's okay, whatever, it is what it is. Very interesting team nonetheless. Makes a lot of sense on everything that he brought here. I'm happy to see no Roserade, which is very nice, because that mon would have been kind of an issue. Let's go ahead and add the mons. He has the Zoroark. Whoops, that's not Zoroark, that's Scizor. Zoroark, there we go. The Ribombi. There is the Claydol. The Hitmontop as I guess the check to Urshifu. There is the DRACOVISH, and then there's the Manectric, I'm assuming as another answer to Raikou. So looking at this, how do I want to lead? Well, I don't want Webs Up, and I didn't bring a Defogger this week, so that might be a problem. But it's okay because I can lead off with Moltres and kind of scare anything else. So we're going to lead off with Moltres, and we kind of do work against everything except for the DRACOVISH and the Manectric. And if it's a Manectric that comes in, so be it. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, our biggest answer for this team, our biggest problem that my opponent's going to have to face off against is going to be the Metagross. And if we can weaken things like I don't want to speak too quickly, but if he's like a Scarf Manectric with Switcheroo, that could be problematic. So we have to keep that in mind. But if we can weaken the Claydol and we can weaken the Ribombi, then we're in a fantastic position with that Metagross. So hopefully we can get the win with that. We do want Metagross becoming the #1 kill leader. It is 13 kills. Feeny and Urshifu Rapid Strike are at 14 kills, and I really want to make sure it is #1. All right, so what did he lead with as it is lagging for me? DRACOVISH. God damn it. Okay, I'm like pretty confident that that's going to be, I'm pretty confident that's going to be the what is it called? I'm trying to think of the name. Can't think of it. The Zoroark, but do I risk it? You know what? Do I risk it? Because if I go into Thwack here, I'm in a bad position. Let's just go. We're gonna go for the U-turn here. We're going for it. U-turn. No, when I say U-turn, we're gonna go for the. I thought I'd U-turn for a second. Damn. Let's go for the. What would we go into here? Let's go for the Hurricane. Let's go for the Hurricane. We'll just hit really hard, really fast. See what happens. We'll see these Scarfishes rent that. So that is totally the Zoroark. That's good to know, and this is going to do a shit ton of damage to me. Almost half. Hurricane comes out. We connect. Beautiful. Is that going to get the KO? Oh, so close. So close. We got the confusion. I'll take it. I'll take it. Question is, do I roost here? We could roost here, but I don't know if that's the right play. Let's go for the Flame Charge here. Let's go for the Flame Charge here. And the reason I'm doing that is because if he does switch out, then that's great for us. And so he switches out. So I'll take it. What's he going to go into here? Clay Doll. That's fine with me. I know this thing gets access to rock moves. That's okay. But we're just going to Flame Charge, get some damage off on it. That's not bad. And it's leftovers. So we know it's leftovers. Okay, gotta keep in mind the Zoroark's at like 3%. Let's because you can go for a rock move. It does get rock moves, right? It gets quite a bit of them. I kind of want to roost here to see what he wants to do. Like, am I crazy to say that? Like, I have a couple answers, don't I? If I lose the Moltres, is it game over? Like, it's not gonna be game over, but it's gonna be hard to break the Hitmontop, I find. Let's roost here. Let's roost here and see what he wants to do. If he goes for Toxic, he goes for Toxic. So be it. But I'm assuming maybe Rocks would come out or a Rock move. I'll be able to see what he wants to do. So Moltres against Clay Doll. Let's take a look. He's going to go for Rock Slide. Okay. Nice. That did 50 points of health. So let's take a look. Rock Slide. It's level 50. We don't have our flying typing. 50 points of health. That makes sense for... Let's see, Careful. That could be a low roll for Careful. Okay, so with no physical attack, excuse me. So with being Careful, the max he can do to me is 123. So we can just click Hurricane here freely. Let's click Hurricane and just try and weaken it down. We'll do a good chunk of damage to it. And it won't KOS unless he's got investments, and we miss. Unfortunate. And he Rock Slides here, and he misses. I'll take it. Let's go for another. Let's go for a Hurricane again. Let's go for a Hurricane again here. I mean, 70% accurate. We're gonna miss some. Let's just go for it. We'll see what happens. We want to weaken this. That's the big thing. Weakening this is gonna be huge for us. So Hurricane comes out. We do connect this time. Amazing. And we get a nice chunk of damage off on it. And Confusion again. Second one. Does he hit himself in Confusion? That is the question. He goes and he Rock Slides and he connects this time. Okay, so we're gonna go for a Recover here, or Roost, whatever. That is gonna be our play. If we can just keep roosting up and get out of range. Like, I'm fine with this. Eventually he's gonna miss. Maybe we get crit, so be it. We just roost up, and we're golden. We just gotta keep roosting up, get out of range to the point where we're at over 116 points of health, and then we can beat this 1v1, which is crazy to think about. But let's roost up. Again, we'll see what he wants to do, but we can just keep weakening this. If he gets burnt here or hidden Confusion, then we can't do it yet. Snapped out Confusion anyways. And the Earth Power's here, and he gets me on the play. Nice. Okay, 114. Well, now we're at 10. That's okay. Do we switch out here and go into Swampert? Is that the play? I think the most important thing is to weaken this down, but... Let's go for another Roost. Let's go for another Roost here. No reason to panic yet. No reason to panic. That's fine. We'll just go for Roost. How much does Earth Power do me if he's, let's say he's Sassy or something? So he's saying Sassy, Earth Power, with no flying typing, does at most 108. And he goes for Rock Slide this time. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. That's a lot of damage there, but that's okay. We'll go for another one. We'll go for another Roost here. Or you know what, actually, I'm going to switch out. We're going to switch out. We're going to switch out, and we're going to go hard into, let's say we go to Thwacky. Let's go to Thwacky. And if he goes for Earth Power, he goes for Earth Power. If he goes for Rock Slide, he goes for Rock Slide. So be it. At the same time, we do have a good bit of bulk on our Thwacky. We're very bulky, actually. So if he goes for Rock Slide, it'll do 7 to 9. Well, 8 to 9. And if he goes for Earth Power, it'll do 10 to 13. That's it. So we'll see. We do give up our +1 boost in defense and speed, rather. And in comes Thwacky. We'll see what he wants to do. He's going to go for... Grassy Surge comes out. He doesn't get his recovery because he's levitating. He's going to go for... What's the play, my guy? What's the play? Earth Power. So he's going to do 10 to 13% to me. 117. Yeah, that's jack shit. That did 19 points of health. And that is technically a minimum roll for no special attack. Okay, so we're actually going to go for a U-turn here. I think that is our best play. Or, ooh, is it going to be Leech Seed? Is it going to be Leech Seed? What would he go into here? Probably Rabombi. I think a U-turn's our play. We go for U-turn. 100%. Like, Rabombi's going to come in. I don't want to get Bug Buzz because I don't want to lose my... Yeah, I don't want to lose my Thwacky is too important, but it's the Hitmontop instead. I would have loved to get off a... damn, I would have loved to get off a Lucy against this. That's okay. Is it going to be Helmet? That is the question. Is it a Helmet Hitmontop? It could definitely be. Is it? It is Helmet. Okay. We can go hard into... We can go hard into the Moltres again, but I don't know if I want to do that. He has a ground type in the Claydol, but I think like Scald is pretty free here with Sabermetrics. I don't think you can afford to have this thing weakened, so let's go into Sabermetrics here. We are bulky as hell, so let's take a look. We have Raikou against Claydol, wow, Claydol takes nothing from Scald. Wow, that's crazy. We're gonna go for Scald anyways, I believe. That's still our play. If he goes into Manectric, then we can burn it still. That's good information. So we'll go for the Scald. If he goes for close combat, he goes for close combat. I can't imagine it's gonna be too much to me, considering it's probably defensive. Hitmontop. If it's like max attack adamant, or max attack adamant, for example, triple axle does the most at maximum. It does 78% to me. Close combat does 77. And that's again if he's max attack adamant nature. I don't think that's what he is. He's got no investment at all. He's impish. Close combat is 55 max. And with the terrain, with leftovers, with potential Scald Burns, as we might get a Scald Burn here, that's potentially something that can happen. Do we get a Scald Burn? We do not. He goes for close combat, and we take... Yeah, so that's fine. That's okay damage, but at this point, you're not going to appreciate taking the Scald now. Like, and you're weakening your Hitmontop, and I'm cool with that. I do expect to switch here, though. I definitely expect to switch here. We just got to go for it. We're going to go for another Scald here. We'll go for another Scald. We got to weaken this thing to the point where it is going to be a problem for it to switch in and take it from Metagross and from Urshifu. So yeah, Scald. Let's see. Does he switch out? Does he switch out? Maybe if he does, he probably goes into something like, I'd assume, the Manectric. But again, we'll see. We'll see. I love having the ability to run Protect on this. It's really good, especially with the terrain and the leftovers. And with pressure, I can take away 2 of his moves. So him going for close combat there, I'm pretty sure he only has 8 close combats in total, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, so he has 6 more close combats now. That's just good knowledge to have. We'll see what he does here. I think a switch is like in order. I think that's the best play. But if he goes into DRACOVISH and he's on Water Absorb, then he has a chance to get burnt. And that just ruins everything for his DRACOVISH. But he switches out here, completely fair, and goes into DRACOVISH. Okay, is it Water Absorb? Is it going to be Water Absorb here? It is not Water Absorb. He's risking a burn. Do we get it? We don't get it. That's fine. I think what we're going to do here is... Okay, how many turns on terrain are left? I want to see. I think we might have one more turn. But again, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So let's go info. Yeah, so we're going to click Protect here. We'll get back as much recovery as possible. We'll see what he goes for. It's probably going to be a Fish's Rend. But we're going to be able to go hard into the Thwacky as our resist. Yeah, Fish's Rend comes out. Let me take a look actually and see how much the DRACOVISH does to me. DRACOVISH, choice attacker, level 50, choice scarfed. Fish's Rend does not even KO me. That's insanity. It does 67 to 79 though, so that's a thing. But we do have a very free switch in with our Thwacky, so we're just going to go into Thwacky here. We're going to go hard into Thwacky. Let's do it. Into Thwacky we go. Is it another Fish's Rend? I'd imagine it would be. But we're at 140 right now. It is another Fish's Rend. So I think it's Scarf 140 down to 85. 65 points of health. Okay, so DRACOVISH against my Thwacky. 65 points of health will put it to be Adamant. It's not boosted. I think a Leftovers is in order here. Leftovers, what am I saying? Leech Seed, wow. Let's go for Leech Seed. He probably goes into Hitmontop. We're going to chip it down. Little by little. We take advantage of those. We take those as much as we can. We just try to weaken it. And that's the game plan. But he switches out here, kind of expected. And he goes into Rabombi. So we catch this. I'm okay with that. We get the Leech Seed off, which is nice. And we'll see. What do we want to do here? How do we go about this now? Okay. Okay. How much is Rabombi doing to me? Rabombi. Level 50. Bug Buzz will do, it should do a huge chunk of damage to me. I think it's going to actually KO. It does at most 150. Yeah, we're definitely in range of that. I think we got to double out. We're going to go hard into, I want to go into Moltres here, honestly. I think that's our only option, but because Metagross is going to take a solid chunk. It takes 35 to 42 from Bug Buzz. So we got to go into Metagross here. We're going to do that. If he goes for the, I'm saying not Metagross, sorry, Moltres. I gotta not slip up. I gotta not slip up my tongue because like I said Metagross there. I want to say Moltres, but yeah, like Moltres should be able to take any hit. I imagine a Bug Buzz comes out, maybe a Psychic, but we'll see. Like Moonblast is a roll to KO. He goes for Stun Spore, and he connects. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm okay with that. We're gonna get back a little bit of recovery. We're gonna get back a little bit of recovery. We gain back what, nothing, right? 41 down to 58. That's not terrible. I think a Flamethrower is pretty free here, to be honest. Like yeah, I think a Flamethrower is pretty free. Let's go for Flamethrower. Let's go for Flamethrower. If he goes for Psychic, he actually doesn't KO. Does 57 points of health at most, and we're at 58. So we can take advantage of that. As he switches out, what he's going to, the Claydol once more. And fully paralyzed. That sucks. That sucks. Oh man. Let's double out into the Thwacky. Let's go switch onto the Thwacky, and we're gonna go for a U-turn. The HP on this is weakening, but with Leech Seed, with Protect, with the terrain, I'm not too concerned about it. So we'll see. What is he going to go for? I imagine maybe a rock move, since he thinks he'll have speed. Teleport. Okay. Forgot this thing got teleport. That's unfortunate. What would he go into here, though? Zoroark, maybe? Probably Rabombi, to be honest. Probably Rabombi, to be honest. And that's unfortunate. Rabombi. Yeah. How much are we doing with Thwacky? 27 to 32. That is nothing. So we're just going to go for the U-turn here. We don't have priority in Grassy Glide anymore, but we go for U-turn. And the reason I'm doing that is because even if he goes for Bug Buzz, he goes for Bug Buzz, so be it. I can just go into Metagross and scare it out. But we'll see. I don't think Bug Buzz is going to come out. I think Moonblast or Quiver Dance, but it's a Bug Buzz instead. I'm wrong. This should KO me here. Yeah, we die. That sucks. That sucks. Let's go into Metagross. Let's go into Metagross here. And we're going to click Cosmic Power. So Claydol, level 50 against Metagross. We're going to go for Cosmic Power. We're at +1 defense, +1 special defense. Earth Power should do 29 to 36. Yeah, that's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. We'll see what he does. We'll see what he does. Switches out. That's fair. Is it going to be Claydol? Is it going to be... Yeah, so Claydol comes out. That's fine. We'll get the +2 here with Cosmic Power. So after +2, Earth Power will be doing 28% at most. So we're going to go for another Cosmic Power. We can just keep setting up. We can just keep on setting up. +2, +2. We're going to try and get it done. We're going to try and do it. We'll break the team. Like, I'm confident about that. We'll break the team. At least to the point that maybe Scarf or Shifu can sweep. But I'm so surprised that the Zapdos didn't come. Not the Zapdos. I'm so messed up. The Darmanitan. That's it. The Galarian Darmanitan. But we'll get the +2 here. See what he wants to do. Yes, another Cosmic Power. We're at +2. Again, Earth Power can do 23 to 20, and you cannot get a special defense drop because we have Clear Body. And he goes for Teleport. Yeah, go for it, man. Go for it. I'll take that +2, free +2. What is going to come in here? Zoroark? You don't know if I have Bullet Punch yet. You don't know if I have Bullet Punch yet, and if Zoroark does come out. Zoroark, level 50. It's him on top. Okay. No, it's the Zoroark. Wait, so let's take a look at this. If it's Specs. Okay, let me take a look at Moltres. It did about half to me. It is not Specs. So we can take that away. And let's take a look at my Metagross now. We are at +2 and +2. Dark Pulse should do around 45%. Let's go for the Body Press. Let's go for the Body Press. I want to get rid of this thing. Dark Pulse is out. Yep. Nice, and we don't flinch. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'll take it. Oh, thank God we didn't flinch, because losing that much HP on Metagross would have been really bad. But getting to +2 is huge for us. That is absolutely massive. Alright, now I'm pretty sure it's Scarf Dracovish, because if he goes into Dracovish right now, Dracovish shouldn't do too much to me. It should do 57. Wow, that's actually, oh, it's Choice Banded. No, Choice Scarf. It'll do 37 points of health at most, and it's 70 HP. Ribombee comes out instead. How do I want to play this? Click on Pokemon, because we're running low on options, right? Click on Pokemon, and we have Fainted, Thwackey, Paralyzed Moltres. It has Bug Buzz. We're at +2 against Ribombee. We know it has Stun Spore. If it's got Quiver Dance, what other moves does it have? Does it go for Quiver Dance here? Let's see. What is Ribombee's ability again? The Sweet Veil put to sleep? Not affected by secondary moves. This Pokemon, yeah, Sweet Veil can be put to sleep. We might get reversed up by Ribombee and Quiver Dance by the second straight week. I think we're just gonna... I think let's just go for a Cosmic Power here. Let's go for Cosmic Power. Stun Spore. Okay. Interesting. We'll get to +3 here, ideally. We do. Nice. And then let's fire off a Rest. Fire off a Rest, yeah. And in War, we're both at +6. We're both teams are at +6. He does 42% to me with Bug Buzz. So we're going for Rest here. Surprisingly, he's got to worry about Timer more than I do. Surprisingly. But we're at +3 all around. Bug Buzz. Okay, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have Moonblast. Or Quiver Dance, excuse me. Yeah, we eat that, we rest up, and we're going to go for Sleep Talk. We're +3, +3. Metagross is too fat, and this is the set that I knew was going to put in work against him. We'll see what happens. Let's go for a Sleep Talk here. Body Press does 33 to 39. Switches out. Okay, what are you going into? Dracovish. If we land a Body Press here, you're taking a shit ton of damage, aren't you? So Dracovish, level 50. What do we connect with? Sleep Talk rolls. It's a dice. Rest. Unfortunate. That's okay, though. Again, we don't think it's banded. Go for another sleep talk here. If he is scarfed, which again I expect him to be, if he's non-boosted, which I expect him to be, 30% is the most he can do to me, which is with Fish's Rend. And that would make sense there. That's 51 points of health. That is a mid-roll for Adamant Fish's Rend. Body press. 72 to 85. Good damage. Good damage. We're going to go for, because we can go for a Cosmic Power here again, but I don't know if that's the right play. Let's, No, let's go for another body press here. Body press. Body press is our play. Reason for that is because I just want to get rid of this thing, honestly. We're going to wake up here. Like, we'll be around half, which is solid, as he switches out, so we get a free body press on something. It's the Claydol. Claydol won't appreciate this. Claydol, level 50. Body press does. That's solid damage. That's solid damage. We go for a Cosmic Power here, by the way. Free Cosmic Power once again. Our power at this point is doing 16 to 19%. At plus 6, it does 12 to 16. But let's go to plus 4. Free Cosmic Power. Again, 16 to 19%. It's not much at all. We'll see. Earth Power again. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Okay. The question is, do we go for another one? Do we get greedy and go for another one? I think actually we're fine with going for a body press here. We should do 41 to 49, and we can 2 a KO here. So let's go for a body press. We just gotta weaken things, get them super chipped down, and the fact that it looks like he's not Quiver Dance Rabombi is amazing for us, as we do a shit ton of damage to it. Awesome. And he goes for the Earth Power once again. And nice. We can go for one more body press and get the KO on this annoying ass Pokemon. I want to take a look at Manectric in the meantime. How much is Manectric going to do to me with Overheat? 24 to 29. Insane. Let's go for another body press. Choice, Specs, Manectric. 44% max with Overheat. But that's another KO with Metagross. That's 2. Metagross is officially taking the lead. We're at 15 kills with Metagross on the season. Beautiful. Beautiful. Again, like I said, we want this to be number 1. That is the goal. That is the entire goal of this battle here. That was the goal when I was going to play against Steve. It's the goal when I'm playing against Decker. I would like to win. I really would. Okay, but we clinched playoffs, so I want to have Metagross be the star of the show, be the MVP of the league. It deserves it. It's been fantastic. Even after missing that goddamn, oh my god, that goddamn Power Herb Meteor Beam in week 4. Okay, let's take a look at Manectric. We OHKO it. Specs Overheat does 44% at the very most. We're going to go for the body press. One more body press. Should get the KO on this. Flamethrower. Let's see. 131. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's great. And down goes Manectric. So that's 3 kills for Metagross now. This Pokemon is insane. I haven't really enjoyed using Metagross. Not necessarily just as offensive, and it's been really good for us offensively, but it has been special defensively too. It has been really solid, just as a great option to come in, sponge a hit, and then be still really powerful, because it's still super bulky with its insane defense stats, and it already has ridiculous offenses too. That's dope. I think we just go for, we're at plus 4 all around. I think we just go for the body press once more. We get the KO on it. We don't play around this thing. So Fish's Rend will come out one more time. Nice. And we'll be able to rest up on whatever comes in after. So I'll take that. It's another 4 kills now for Metagross. Ooh. We love it. We love to see it. We love to see it. Is it going to be Rabombi? Is it going to be... What is it? Not Rabombi. Can't think of the name. Hitmontop. Is that going to be it? Dude, I will take this. We could really use this. Here, Rabombi comes out instead. Okay. So, it's got Bug Buzz. Bug Buzz does 28 points of health at the very most. Let's, we can actually, let's go for the body press. Like, we can go for it again. It's fine. We do 40 to 46 if it's got no investment. It's definitely going to have some. But you're going to see our Bug Buzz isn't going to do too much for me. As it freezes, I don't know what's going on. Yep, not too much. Body press comes out. We were at, I believe, 88, something like that, 78. At this point, though, I do feel safest if we go for a rest. So we're going to go for the rest just in case he paralyzes me and gets some luck with the paralysis. So we're going to go for the rest here. And then we'll sleep talk. And it's surprising. I thought we'd need to rest more this game. We only need to rest once so far, and it's our second one only. So yeah, that's not bad. But rest comes out. Great. I'm happy about this. We managed to not only really solidify our position into the playoffs, but Metagross will be at #1 after this week. This is going to be amazing. Let's sleep talk it up. Let's do it. Oh man, I like this game. This game was fantastic. The fact that he didn't have Quiver Dance on the Rabombi, it really allowed me to kind of go in. If he had Quiver Dance on this set, it would have been drastically different. But hey, I imagine it might be like his final 2 moves would be Moonblast and Energy Ball, I'd assume. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll ask him for the stats after the game. If he's okay with giving them, then I'll take a look. But yeah, look at that damage. Oh, that's beautiful. And then one more sleep talk, and then we'll wake up for the final turn, which will be amazing. And I don't think there's any way he can beat us right now, because even if Rabombi crits us here from this range, it is 63% most, which is 118 points of health. So that's, we take those. Bug Buzz comes in, and we do eat it. So I'll be honest, we did get lucky not to get crit once so far in this run. Like, I was holding my breath, just didn't want to say anything, didn't want to put it out there, because usually when I do put it out there, the bad things happen. So I didn't want that to happen. But we got the +5 now from the sleep talk, so we'll take advantage of that. Guys, there's not going to be a actual competitive battle next week against my opponent. That's because my opponent feint attacks he did drop. So that is what I was referring to earlier on. Let's go for a body press here, please. So like I was saying, there's no competitive game next week, but I'm going to have a battle against someone. I'm going to do my best to make it be a strong, fun game, but it might be just memes. So we'll see what happens, but Metagross will be finishing the season with, it looks, or the regular season at least, with what looks like it's going to be 19 kills on the season, and I will take advantage of that. I don't think it came to every week. I think it came to like 9 games and got 19 kills. That is insanity. So yeah, we'll take advantage of that. Someone just at me in the Discord server. Someone just added me in the Discord server. It was Liv. Liv is saying, how many times can the Matt-O'Shea use Metagross for a thumbnail before his audience gets bored? Yeah, this Metagross set is disgusting. Let's go for a body press here. I'm not gonna lie, I got lucky that I got put into a position where I could do that. But at the same time, my team, the whole game plan was to get into Metagross in on the Rabombi and just do that. And there it is. 6 kills for Metagross. I want to give Metagross thumbnail. It's gone thumbnail so many times. I have to do it here. I have to. Oh my god. Well, we'll see what happens. Guys, we pick up a 5-0 win. Shoutouts to Liv for recording our side of the battle. She's been feeling really under the weather lately, so I'm happy that she's feeling better and she's doing good. Honestly, Liv is the reason we've been able to have our content stay alive the past few weeks, so I really am grateful for her, so thank you so much, Liv. Shout out to Decker. Really appreciate the help in playing the game when Steve couldn't go. Again, best of luck to Steve and his family. Wishing you the best, wishing you all the health in the world, so prayers up to you. And yeah, look, GG to my opponents. If you guys enjoyed the battle, do me a favor, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers. At this point in time, we're about 10 away from 1,100, so hopefully we can get there before this battle goes up. And also, comment your thoughts on the battle down below. Thank you for watching the battle, guys, and I will see you guys all next time.